Don't tell them because they know you're not home and they will rob you. But you can just say, sorry, I can't get to the door right now. So it's a nice safety feature as well. If you don't want to give kids the keys, you don't have to. At least you know when they're home because you let them in by keying in number 3 on your telephone keypad. It's called the Smart Belt. If you want any more information about that, of course, you just Google it. Over here to our kitchen area, we've got ourselves from Smeg a smart oven. Hello there. And now for the smart oven, it knows how to cook things. So you just tell it what you're putting inside. So let's say we're going to do roast beef. How would you have your roast beef, sir? I asked you because you look like you're not a vegetarian. So rare, that's bleeding still, isn't it? Anyway, the beef goes inside. Let's say it weighs 2 kilos, you want it rare. That's all the oven needs to know. Use the colour touch panel display. Simply put in beef, 2 kilos, rare. You don't work out how long, and you don't work out what temperature. The oven will do everything for you. The same with beef, chicken, pork, lamb, turkey, fish, you choose. Larger on the inside than other ovens as well, because a massive 79 litre capacity. Now that doesn't mean it's bigger in space, it means the wall insulation is even thinner. So the better technology there as well. And an option in the bottom there for a stone base to do proper stone baked pizzas. Anyone a fan of cleaning ovens? Who likes a good old scrub of the oven? Exactly. This is self-cleaning. In turn, it's got a system called pyrolyze. It'll heat itself up to such a high temperature that anything inside is turned to dust. So you just get yourself a damp cloth, wipe the inside out, job's done. No more scrubbing and certainly no more chemicals either. Let's have a little demonstration on the old induction. Who has an induction hob at home already? Just one person? Induction. Now, induction doesn't change how you cook, just how we get the pan to heat itself up. Every other system, there's an external heat source. You put pan on heat, pan gets hot. With induction, it's all generated in the actual pan itself. Loops of coils underneath the glass excite the particles within the base of the pan. They kind of shake together on a molecular level and generate heat. So that's how we save energy, because if that was a gas flame underneath, heating up the kitchen as well as the pan. With induction being generated inside the base of the pan, you're not wasting any energy. About 40% energy can be saved, the difference between every other system and, of course, induction. And, of course, with induction hobs being multi-zones, you're not restricted to size of flame. On my hob at home, I've got one large flame, 2 same size, and 1 really small one. But if I wanted 4 big pans on, I can't because of the small flame there. But with induction, they're all equal. So you can choose how much temperature you want on each set. And with these zones, you can have 1 big zone, you can have 4 zones, you can have 3 zones, or just have 2, it's your choice. Question to ask if you're going to go to induction or any hob that is made of glass, the quality of the glass. That really changes the price. You'll see some manufacturers have a cheap version and have an expensive version. It's the glass quality. The technology underneath is the same. So ask about the quality of the glass. Over in the kitchen, you'll see here on the sink, we've got a tap from a company called Messia. It's called the Messia Classic. It's hands-free. You don't need any, of course, touching of the tap to get it going. You can dispense soap, disinfectant, you can change the temperature. To change the temperatures either side, you've got a plus or minus sign. You'll see the tap will glow blue or go red. You can do your soap dispense by putting your hand over the back there. It flashes green to say it's now dispensing its soap. And when you've done that, of course, underneath where it says water around the ring, you just touch your finger there and it'll start the water. It means if your hands are grubby, you can wash them without actually having to touch the tap itself. Fans of drinking wine with dinner? Yeah, nice glass of wine, sir. I actually don't have the wine, but I do have, of course, this. This is a corksicle. Not quite what you think when you first see it. The idea is you take your first glass of wine from the bottle and that inside. That will keep it cool till the very last drop. Unless you, of course, drink it too quick, you won't need one of these. But that way you know you're going to have a chilled bottle of wine without having to use, let's say, an ice bucket or having to keep putting it back in the fridge. It's called a corksicle. Now, we don't sell anything here. If you want something like that, Google it or check out Lakeland. You have up here as well, don't you? That sort of store will have these in. Staying with drinks. Anyone a fan of buying those bottles of fruity flavoured water, like Volvic strawberry flavour? Yeah, 1 or 2? You do? You pay more for that than you would the gasoline in your car. It's expensive, like £4 a litre sometimes. This though, make your own. The Aqua Zinger and the Citrus Zinger. Citrus fruits, soft fruits, blueberries, strawberries, melon, watermelon. You can put grapes in there. The blades will mush up the grapes. You can then add water, shake to flavour. There's a filter in between. So you can make your own fruit flavoured water. And at least you know that it's real fruit that has gone into these bottles of water. Because I'm not too sure how they get a bottle of mineral water that's crystal clear to taste like strawberries. Remember, strawberries are red. How would they get the flavour to? Yeah, I'm not convinced that it's real strawberry at all. Technology. Thank you. Now, you'll like this. This is the Magic Cube. Believe it or not, that's a keyboard. A keyboard that you can pop in your pocket. It is. He doesn't believe me. It is. That's a keyboard. I'll show you. Look. It's a laser keyboard. You flat surface this one, and of course you can start typing away on your documents. Great for emails. If you've got long-winded emails to do, you can pop this on a table in front of you on a train, on your coffee table, you can start emailing. And it's Bluetooth. About 3.5 hours of battery life on that little fella. It's called the Magic Cube. If you're interested, you can Google that and find places where you can buy it from. It's about £100-ish. Moving on to some technology in your hand, this is the HP Envy laptop that has the colour touchscreen display so you can scroll through all your Windows features, but of course with Beats Audio you've got the sound quality to go, because you've now got your, I know, amazing! You've got your Beats Audio built in with your tablet features, so you can have Skyping on the go and all your games in your pocket. Now, it's fast, but it's no good if you haven't got fast internet at home. Who already has super fast fibre optic broadband? Who's in the fast lane? Couple of people, is that it? Now, you will be soon, because everyone is going to go over to the fibre optic broadband at some point, because that's all that's going to be available. We used to have one computer that joined the internet and we shared the computer. Now we share the connection with the Wi-Fi box, so if the Wi-Fi isn't fast enough, someone in the house has to compromise by either seeing a buffering sign or getting booted off their online gaming. And I guarantee the first questions your friends ask when they come round is, one, cup of tea please, or what's your Wi-Fi password? It's true, Husser? Yes. Say no, you're not having the Wi-Fi password, you cheapo, use your 3G. No, don't say that. No, actually do. Or don't, I don't know. So this is the thing, how many devices you've got connected to your Wi-Fi at home? Any idea? Quite a lot when you think about it. All your smartphones and the phones in your pockets, they're all Wi-Fi. Laptops, PCs, TVs, games consoles. Your things got your iPhones, your iTouches, your iEverything. Those openly up games consoles, whatever they're called, they connect to the internet. All these things. Even ovens are becoming Wi-Fi enabled. Bathtubs are coming Wi-Fi enabled. You don't know why? There's an app called Bath-O-Matic. You can send the instructions to your bathtub to tell it to fill itself up to the right level. For when you get home, it'll be ready. I know. Even mirrors in the bathroom are becoming Wi-Fi enabled, so you can see the traffic and the weather before you even leave while you're having a shave. Not you'd shave in the morning, by the way, just saying, in case you're about to throw something at me. So it's a really, we have to have that speed. 2 months ago, Virgin Media was announced as the UK's fastest network provider by Ofcom with up to 120 meg. Have you ever run a speed test on your system at home? There's a website, speedtest.net. Try it. It's amazing. I live in Westminster, in central London, in central Westminster, and I get 6 meg. 6, not 60 or 66, 6 single figures. That's ridiculously slow. I'm not on Virgin Media yet because they haven't dug my street up to put the line down. As soon as they do, I'm on it. Because we need it. We're sharing the internet in our homes now, so that's why we need that speed. Let's stay with Virgin Media just for one more moment. We'll talk TV. Who has Virgin Media TiVo at home? 1 or 2 people? I don't. I'm on a satellite service that comes down from the sky. I'm going to show you a few things you can do on Virgin Media you cannot do on other systems. It's just going to connect to that TV over there. Here we go, and we'll bring up the app. Now, when you bring up your TV guide, like so, they all look the same, they all do the same. You can set reminders, you can set recordings. But with Virgin Media, you can do one thing that you cannot do on any other system, that's go back in time. Look at this, we can scroll back to Saturday night. We can scroll back up to 7 days worth of television. So we go back to Saturday night on BBC One, see what's on, what was on. Here we go. The Voice UK. We can watch it again. It has not been recorded. It's just still there on catch-up. So you can scroll back, find it, and play catch-up. So you can, of course, go back and watch it again. That way, you don't have to record everything that's on. Save your hard drive for things you can't play catch-up on. Hard drive space, that's the biggest question. How much can I store? How many hours? Forget hours. Nearly 21 days of capacity of continuous TV. That's an enormous amount of television. You don't need more than that. If you need more than that, take up walking or something, because that's a lot of television. You can also have things like Sky Sports, Sky Movies, Sky Anytime, and now with the new app from Virgin Media called TV Anywhere, you basically put that in your pocket to go. As long as you've got Wi-Fi and iOS at the moment, which is all the iPhones, soon to be on your Android devices as well. Moving over to another little fella here. This is from Hoover, the world famous vacuum cleaner company called Robocom. Here's an automatic little robot vacuum cleaner that will come out, start vacuuming up your house. It'll go around, and the good thing is with this, and they're all different, they all do very different things. This one has actually got a UV light underneath. So of course, if you've got cats and dogs running in and out the house, you don't know what they bring in on their little paws. He will of course leave an antibacterial sheen behind him. So he'll pick up the hair, the dust, the dirt, and then of course leave a hygienic floor behind as well. And when he's empty, when he's low on battery, what he will do is he'll run back to his charging station, charge himself up, and go again. Now, the cheaper versions are random. They don't know where they've been to where they're going. The smarter ones, the more intelligent ones, won't keep going over the same space again by leaving the rest of the room. Some of them have cameras on top pointing at the ceiling, which will map your house from upside down. Some of them will actually clean the floor as well. I rate these on laminate floors, on hard floorings. I'm not a big fan of them on carpets. I don't think they're that good. They're okay, but is okay good enough? So if you are looking into these, ask those questions about, does it know where it's going? Is it robotic? And is it remote controllable as well? Because this one, of course, you've got your remote control, so you can tell him to come over here and do a spot clean, which means he'll keep going over the same spot in case someone spilt biscuits or something like that. Really good as well if you've got people that aren't always capable of, vacuuming their house every day. Over here on the side here, I've got myself the Electri. You'll like this. This is a good idea to save a bit of energy, save a bit on the old electricity bill, because the Electri will charge yourself up during the day with a little bit of sunlight, and then at night you plug in your USB devices like your smartphones, your iPads, and of course that'll charge them up. So it's a good green and friendly way of charging your devices. On the wall, a bit of art, but an art that is a clock at the same time. If you read what it says, it is 5 o'clock. Now, the dots on the outside depict the minutes. At the moment, it's not even 1 minute past 5. So those little dots will change, and every 5 minutes, you get the text on the inside change. Any guesses on how much that clock costs? Any? Sorry? $7.95. I think you might have watched the last show. And maybe you're right. Absolutely shocking. How many do you want? 6 of them. That's okay. We're not selling anything, unfortunately. Yes, you're right, £795. Shocking! Well, if you have any questions regarding the stuff here on the smart home, please come up, have a look around. Any Virgin Media questions, fire away at those guys over there. They know everything about it. There are some TiVo demonstrations on the other side of this wall as well. Other than that, from me to you, thank you so much for coming along, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.